I don't care what the people thinking, what they say. In my mind, I'm always the best. All this happened because of a reason. The reason is I'm unbelievable inside the pitch. This is why the people have so much interest on me. The numbers say everything.
The allure of Ronaldo. It's the man that's got it all. How many other men on the planet would you say he's got everything? Do you know what I mean? You can go through the list of things that you know what I'm talking about. The best footballer, the most goals, played at the biggest clubs, won the biggest titles, got a beautiful family. Everyone would want to be in that man's shoes. If you're growing up as a kid and you say, I want, he'd be one of your top picks.
18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo wearing 7, David Beckham's old shirt. He is twinkle-toed and skillful and full of tricks and full of magic.
That ability to repeat the stuff that others aren't willing to do. That's what his real talent is.
The fans, they get crazy, they get mad, they don't know how to react when they get close to him. They try to jump, they try to touch him, to have 1 second opportunity to be close or to sign something.
Love him or loathe him, Manchester United's Ronaldo is now the most expensive footballer in the world.
He doesn't care what you think of him. He doesn't care how you feel about his success. He will preen and he won't apologise. He'll strut around saying, I've won, you know, this is me. And people always like this.
Maybe someone's he don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good.
He's a winner.
For me, getting to the top was predominantly about work ethic, mentality, wanting to be the best, hate and lose, and always wanting to win, which is the things that I see in him.
We've been better than them, we play better than them, so we deserve to win the league.
He will look you straight in the eye and he will tell you he's the best. But at the same time, he will be so keen to emphasize just how much hard work went into him being the best.
He's just different. He's made different, built differently.
Now it's Ronaldo time.
Hardly anybody else can.
After much speculation on a possible transfer,
One of the
Real
world's
Madrid
greatest
Cristiano Ronaldo to join Juventus in a deal worth
reported £100 million.
Yeah, I have to say, yes, I was surprised. When the news first started to rumble, you think, oh, that's probably just a rumour.
The headlines in Italy on the day of his arrival were just crazy in love. He arrives was the headline of the most famous sports newspaper. This man, this figure, the myth, legend, the icon has arrived.
Cristiano Ronaldo è ufficiale. Sembrava la pazzia della vita, sembrava una cosa impossibile.
Oh my God, you guys, like, this is gonna be insane.
It was Ronaldo.
What Juventus get when they sign Cristiano Ronaldo is the reigning Ballon d'Or holder, the best player in the world. Juve effectively get the world's biggest star.
Madeira is special. Not because I born there, but all my family is there. My friends and uncles, everyone is there. And this is why it's a special island for me.
Madeira é a pérola do Atlântico, conhecida pela sua beleza natural. Era o mais novo de 4 filhos. O seu pai era José Diniz Aveiro e a sua mãe Maria de Lourdes Aveiro.
Cristiano Ronaldo documentary, Mr. Fenau, take 1.
Hoje, a situação económica que o Cristiano Ronaldo nasceu, naquela época, era uma época bastante difícil.
Sempre o tratou muito bem, o Ronaldo gostava muito do pai, mas houve muitos momentos de ausência, digamos assim. Ele, tal como tantos outros madeirenses e portugueses, foi recrutado, foi para a guerra do ultramar, foi enviado para a África. E dizem que foi a partir daí que, de facto, ele começou, quando regressou já não era o mesmo Diniz. Procurava trabalhar. Penso que a partir daí, aquilo que encontrou na guerra do ultramar acabou por lhe causar um pouco de depressão, digamos assim, que acabou por encontrar um refúgio no álcool. Acaba por ser uma infância feliz porque encontrou no futebol um espaço de diversão e de boa disposição que o alegrava durante todo o dia.
Nós começamos a treinar com o Cristiano com 9 anos, no Nacional. E foi fácil perceber que havia ali um miúdo que distinguia dos restantes, e nessa altura ele fazia tudo e mais alguma coisa dentro de campo. Era a forma como marcava golos, marcava, ia marcando golos, todos os fins de semana marcava muitos golos, perdia a conta.
Cristiano Ronaldo foi aos 12, 13 anos para Lisboa.
E até por sinal, o primeiro ano do Cristiano em Alvalade não correu muito bem, que ele era jovem, tinha 12 anos, sozinho, era as saudades da família que nunca se tinha juntado por tanto tempo, e começou a ficar triste.
E que vai galgando os escalões acima de escalão em termos de desempenho, aí os madeirenses começaram a conhecer mais o Cristiano Ronaldo, e aí é que se dão conta de quem era o Cristiano Ronaldo.
Just missed out on signing Ronaldinho. We were all excited when we was away, thinking we're going to get Ronaldinho. Then he went and signed for Barcelona, and everyone was like a bit deflated. And then we play Sporting, and we're in a tunnel, and then all of a sudden you start getting whispers. They got a kid called Ronaldo, meant to be half decent, a young kid meant to be really good. Don't think anything of it. And the game starts, and then you look at each other, and you're like, okay. He's doing mad stuff. He's embarrassing a couple of our players. It was a bit of a sandpit, the pitch, to be fair, but he was dancing on it like it was a normal pitch. And I remember half-time when I was going to the toilet, I think with Nicky Butt and Scholesy, I think it might have been, and we were all standing there saying, oh my God, we've got to sign him. And then the game finished and we were all sat on the coach after, waiting. I think that was where the deal was agreed, and then the rest is history.
É verdade que o Sir Alex Ferguson e que o Rio Ferdinand falaram consigo no final do jogo? O que é que eles lhe disseram?
Falaram comigo, estavam que iam começar em negociações com o Sporting, que estavam a contar comigo para o clube.
E já se imaginou rico e famoso?
Não, isso Eu deixo essas coisas à parte.
The interesting thing about Ronaldo is there was scepticism even before he'd played a game.
His skin still bore the evidence that he was pretty young. His teeth weren't Hollywood.
Now just to the cameras, please.
And every dressing room, particularly that Manchester United dressing room, is a school of hard knocks.
My office was always in the gym. So I was always available for anybody whenever they wanted to talk, because the talking and the listening is really what gets you used to what they're saying and why they're saying it and how to actually work with them. Power development is basically looking at all the different things that the brain has to focus on. It's listening to the player and finding out what they need in their minds. That's the key, the important key. It's that mind of the person. It's not the body at all, it's the brain. It's the athlete who trains the body. We've got to train the brains, what you need to do with your body, you know, how we do that. And it's not just on the physical side, it's on the mental side, it's on the emotional side, it's on the spiritual side. I'm Carrington and I'm in my chair in the gym, and this young lad turns up early in the morning. He said, I've heard about you and I know that you do a lot of work individually with a lot of the players. And he said, I want to be the best player in the world.
He sort of billed as David Beckham's long-term replacement, and by the end of the game had just completely eradicated that hanging spectre. He was sensational in that first game.
Cristiano Ronaldo, who absolutely roasted United in a friendly recently for Sporting Lisbon, has caused pandemonium since he came on.
He got kicked every single day because of his skill, because of the fact that he liked to commit 1v1, because of the style in which he played. The defenders would kick him every single day, and every time he got kicked, he never moaned.
The best and the biggest learning curves I think he got from his teammates.
Yeah, you won man of the match, well done. Yeah. You go.
His first season he was good, the second season he was beginning to score goals, win matches, playing all the biggest games, win trophies. And this was his moment. It was his moment in his home country. It was his moment when the whole world was watching. I always thought that that's the arena, that's the moment that he craved for and dreamt of all his life.
You have to remember that even before that tournament, everyone was talking about Wayne Rooney. Ronaldo was another very promising footballer. It was during that tournament he really emerged as this phenomenon. And by the time you got to the final, you realised that there was something astonishing in this Portugal team and a really grand talent.
And the Greek supporters at that end are getting very, very excited now. And Dennis with the goalkeeper, and they've scored! Karisteas is the player that got the touch. Unbelievable, the unfathomable, and the almost impossible has happened. Greece have won Euro 2004. Portuguese faces tell the story.
For most footballers, just reaching the final and emerging as a world star at that tournament would have been a huge achievement. But Ronaldo being a psychopathically driven winner, it obviously came as a huge personal blow not to go on and just win the thing.
The biggest and best players in any industry, when you don't win or you don't get something over the line, then it's time to reflect and analyse and then go back to the drawing board. And I think that's what he 100% done. He came back with a different focus, and he weren't going to be derailed by one failure. It's crazy because we used to play table tennis quite a lot, and if I won, I knew he wouldn't want to stop. He'd want to go again. But you get some people that when they lose, they shy away. They think, oh, that's enough for me, and don't really come back. So you see a lot of traits in someone, in even little instances like that, and he's not someone who gives up.
Era um líder, quer fosse dentro de campo, quer fosse fora de campo, que era reconhecidamente o craque da equipa, podia-se assim dizer, era o capitão da equipa. Era um miúdo que tinha um ótimo relacionamento com os treinadores e com os colegas. Só não tinha bom relacionamento era com a derrota.
Quando perde, ele fica mesmo fora de si.
Eu sei que ele gostava muito de jogar futebol, que detestava perder, mesmo no pequeno jogo, tudo era competição para o Cristiano.
Para além do desejo de melhorar e ser sempre o mostrava, acima de tudo o desejo de ganhar, de ser o melhor de sempre.
This is Cristiano Ronaldo, plenty of red shirts forward. Oh, what a special goal!
Cristiano came in and quickly embedded himself in the DNA of the club. He had experienced players around him who knew how to win, and I think he took all that on board.
By the time the 2006 World Cup came around, Ronaldo was an established world star. We knew how good he was. He hadn't quite moved yet to that higher plane, and that would come in the tournament and just after it.
It was the England side we expected to do well. Rooney and Ronaldo were teammates.
England had some injuries, but Rooney would be playing up front on his own, and he was still the golden child. He was still considered the most talented, the most promising young player in Europe. He was probably ahead of Ronaldo at that point. And you had a feeling, even on the day of the match, that something was going to happen here and that this game was going to be played out between these two personalities.
Look at Rooney there, battling away. Now, that was right under the nose of the referee. And there's a bit of anger. And the referee has gone to his pocket. It's red! He sent Rooney off. It's a straight red.
Has he just winked there? I was pretty angry at the time, so I can imagine how Wayne Rooney felt.
It's impossible to know who he was winking at or what he was actually saying. But of course it was taken as job done.
I was upset with the sending off because I didn't see Wayne's incidents, and that's the truth, but I saw many players trying to get him sent off.
That's not right. Purse the lips, I don't like that either.
I think everyone hates him now, don't they?
Hang out of order, isn't it?
Absolutely a bit of a winker.
He cheated us out of it completely. He is going to get so much attitude when he gets back to England.
I don't think Manchester will win it back.
The now customary boos greet the first touch of the ball for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is winking at your teammates or your manager or whoever it was he was winking at actually a big deal? No.
Maybe people misunderstood his attitude to the game, and he loves playing. He's a tough player. Alex and his helpers, they decided that the only way that they could keep Ronaldo was to, I think, tell him his salvation was here.
There's no doubt Alex Ferguson took the paternal role with Ronaldo to a really extreme degree in some ways.
The big guy at the front. You sit down there, as you were.
He always looks after his players. He understands, A, that that's partly his role, but more importantly, that's the best way to get the most out of these young men who are in his charge.
Ronaldo came as a young, skinny kid at 17. And yeah, he had all these things about him that were used to criticise him about his diving and all the rest of it. But you know, once the players got about him in the training ground and that, he was fantastic. And then the most important thing for a great player is his decision making. He was tough. Ronaldo could play for Millwall, Queen's Park Rangers, Doncaster Rovers and score a hat-trick in a game. I'm not sure Messi could do it.
Scholes corner, Ronaldo! Instant impact!
So Alex Ferguson said, listen, we're building a team now around the likes of myself, Wayne Rooney as well, and Cristiano was the heartbeat.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sahar waits inside the area. Ronaldo goes alone, and Ronaldo wins
the match for Manchester United. 87 minutes played.
It all came together.
Manchester United are the Barclays Premiership champions of 2006-07.
That was the beginning of a new era.
Cristiano Ronaldo, double footballer of the year, puts Manchester United within touching distance of the title.
His style was about attacking, going at people, and having that fast movement, you know, it's all about speed and reaction. But the most important thing for him is, I want to score a goal. And that's got to be the thing, because it's the most important thing in football. Scoring goal is the most important thing. No matter what anybody says about anything, you need to win. There's only one way to win, score a goal. So that's always in his mind, score goals, score goals, score goals.
Darren Fletcher has joined the Stoke wall as Ronaldo shoots and scores!
Like most young kids, I've probably tried to hit a couple of free kicks.
At Carrington, there was an hill at the back, just away from the training ground. And he used to go behind the hill and do his training on his own. And I asked him about that one time, you know, and he said, well, you know, there's nobody there, so I don't have to worry if I do a skill wrong or anything. I can practice it, and nobody's watching me, so you're not worried. You know, so he'd practice everything, you know, for a few days or whatever, and then he'd go and take it into training match.
Every day, you know. I'm not lying, you know.
Every Friday, especially before the game on the Saturday, he'd be probably the one, 8 times out of 10, be the one to score the winner in training. Finish the game on a Ronaldo goal.